So I have decided today that I am going to do the rainy day view out my window. I have some pretty cool trees to work with and a little bit of foggy distance even to work with. So let's see what I come up with today. Good morning, patrons. I know I am totally doing this as a new format maybe for doing these videos. I've been trying to figure out how to get something out for you guys that's comprehensive, that doesn't take me too long to film, so I don't kill as much battery. As you can hear now, I'm speaking over the sound of my heat running and my engine running because it's a cold, rainy day here in Arkansas. So I am on Lake Ouachita. That is how you say it. O-U-A-C-H-I-T-A, Ouachita. And I have some cool foggy distance to work with. And the way this lake is shaped, it's a really cool lake. I'm going to stay on the other side of it later this week. So we'll see another view. And all right, I'm going to get painting. So this is my semi countertop area. So obviously, like, there's certain things. I love this stuff. By the way, this is really fabulous. This was a gift from Betsy and Wilmer in Louisiana, and I have Louisiana flavor no matter where I go with this thing. A banana that I'm gonna eat. My watercolor pencils, some brushes, a bowl for water, paints, woo, and brushes, extra brushes, little blending medium. I might use that today with the rain. I actually think that's a really good idea. And my spray bottle and some soy sauce just for, kicks. Time to break down the stove and set up for painting. So I've poured out my palette. I included this time the deep watercolor, the blue. I'm going to do my best to keep that nice because I want to be able to use it and reuse it. And then I just put out some fresh zinc white. I threw some of this blending medium into my brown and black, and then into the green over here. It's like the perline green or perline black. It's called, and I don't think I'm in focus. Sorry, guys. So perline black. It's getting kind of greeny. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So that's my palette. And now I begin working in the sky, a combination of turquoise and white. It is a way to soften the color of the sky. I blend it with the zinc white. And just really filling it in nice and thick. And now I'm putting in my distant mountain, which I'm using my intense watercolor blue to create, and adding water to bring in some texture and a little bit of bleeding for the fog, because we've got some good fog going on in the distance. And putting in the next tree line for the island closer. The way this lake is shaped, it offers an awful lot of distance. So many little inlets and outlets to create levels. Just creating a little bit more softness to the sky by adding some more zinc white. And there I'm softening that distant line so that I can create a little bit more level of the way the light is changing. And here adding the distant shoreline that can be seen through the trees. All of this is going to get somewhat covered up. And there's the lake, which has this wonderful soft green quality to it when you're above it. I think due to the sandy shoreline. And now I'm bringing in the foreground. And where I am well above the lake. So this is close-up grasses and shrubbery. Having fun, just putting down my impression of the foliage. I've started to loosen up quite a bit as far as my brush making marks. Getting bolder. These wonderful little baby pines that were all over in front of me. Just a hint of light on them as the day began to brighten up. Creating a little bit of texture for the needles of the pines. I have a wonderful brush that is old and splayed, and it works fabulous for grasses and texture like that. Trying to keep a certain amount of light behind because we have the spring greens coming in on these distant trees. They're well below me in my vantage point. Little bit of distant branches, and there are some closer shrubs that look more defined, adding a little bit of trunk and branch to my pine in the foreground. And now putting in some grasses that were so beautiful and golden in color. This is something that I've noticed here in the south, that these grasses have this beautiful golden rich color to them. And up against the evergreens, it's just magical. Trying to add a few little details. There's that bright springy green. Now taking a second look at my distance, I decided that I need to create a little bit more definition back there. And so here I go. I don't usually do this, but I wanted to. It dried so much lighter than I expected it to, and you know, I forget that sometimes when I'm working, that with gouache the darks dry lighter. And now here I am blending it into the lower area there. And I'll just add a little bit more light to that tree in the foreground so that it stands out against the background a little bit better. And I think I'm finished. And I keep adding. And I thought this was going to be a fast painting. I started with a too small brush, and I decided that I needed something bigger in order to create the look I was going for. I didn't go too much bigger, but certainly made those foreground grasses become more pronounced and bring even more perspective to the painting. On here, I'm beginning to think that I'm finished, but I want to add more texture to that foreground. I've added a little bit of white just to give it some extra light in there. Painting grass for me is such a meditative place to be. And I, voila, added some trees. Thought I was filming, but forgot to turn the camera on, and added some more to the foreground. Thank you for joining me today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this painting, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.